All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we are live in full effect right here, right now, with the one, the only, the Canadian sensation, all the way from Edmonton, Alberta. We got LuckA right here on the line. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I gotta say, man, it is actually great to have a fellow Canadian artist on the line, man. Canadian hip hop does not get its dues, man. I gotta say that, man. Very underrated hip hop culture out here.
Straight, straight.
So I gotta ask you, man, like, what actually inspired you to get into the music industry initially?
Uh, to be honest with you, I've always liked music, so I've always always had. It was always a hobby, and then just last year, that was when I decided to finally put it on a digital platform so people could start streaming my music and making purchases.
Hey, man, you gotta love the internet, man, especially in 2020, man. Like, it's crazy, you know. A lot of individuals used to rely on record deals. Now you can just do it all in the comfort of your own home. It's crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
So one thing I gotta ask you, man, because as we already know, you're a Canadian hip hop artist, and I'm right here in the heart of Ontario, so like I really do see the Canadian hip hop culture. And the one thing I have to ask you, man, like being a Canadian hip hop artist, man, is it really hard to get your music out there? Because I do know that Canadian hip hop, man, it's really hard to actually reach other pinnacles, man. Just being here within Canada, it's like a lot of people kind of frown upon Canadian hip hop.
Um, personally for me, I would say I do have Canadian fans, but it's not as much as U.S. and other countries.
I most definitely agree with that, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like even with the radio station, man. It's crazy, man. It's weird. Like a lot of people tell me if I was a country station, I'd have tons of Canadian listeners, and it's like, dude, come on. I'd have to shoot myself if
Yeah.
I had a country station.
It's like what they say, like your city or your own country only sleeps on you until you actually blow up. You know what I mean?
And also, man, you were also the head of operations at Buddha Gang Music Group. I was wondering, can you tell us a bit more about Buddha Gang and exactly who do you currently have signed under you right now?
Well, typically, Buddha Gang is something I started myself, and it's pretty much just so I could have my own brand. But through the internet and through Facebook and connecting with people, we teamed up with a UK label, which is Slickage Records in the UK. So now we do it's a record label, we do graphic designs, we have music distribution. The artists currently right now are myself, Slick and Fresh in the UK, and we got 420 the Great from Montana.
That's cool, man. You got a little bit of the UK, of course, Canada yourself, and then you got a little bit of the US in Montana, man. That's actually really cool. And actually, the next question on my actual list was actually about Slick Edge Records. I was wondering, man, like, how did you actually get connected with someone out in the UK? Because, like we already talked about, you're here in Canada, and they're all the way in the UK. Like, how did that like connection come to be?
So how that connection came to be was I had a music show where we did music reviews, and like I told you in the past, I was a DJ for Global Family, and Slick also happened to be a DJ, and we just kind of connected through there, and then once we all decided to go our own ways, we kind of just chatted and we're like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we joined forces and just had a freaking label that was like UK, Canada, US kind of thing. So it's like an international, worldwide kind of connection thing.
And that's actually really cool, though, man. Not a lot of people really have that state of mind to really set that up. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That actually sounds like an empire, man, just waiting to blow up. And also, man, I remember when we actually did talk about that you were actually a DJ for Global Family. If you don't mind me asking, man, like, what actually made you get into the DJing side of things? And what was it like actually being a DJ for Teresa?
It was actually pretty cool. The DJ thing was just my way of giving back because Um, the way that I gained most of my fans was through Teresa, like back in the day when she used to like spin a lot of my music. So I was like, okay, I got kind of discovered on your show. So as a thank you, like I can take like a few hours out of my Friday and spin artists' music and give it my honest review and stuff like that.
And I have to ask you, what those artists that you actually that you actually spun about being a DJ, man? Did any of those artists actually inspire LuckA's music career?
I did like through that. I did meet an artist by the name of Ashby, which happens to be like one of my favorite underground artists right now. Kind of like an idol. I left out, and I was lucky enough to do a song with him, and like we just connected, and he's given me some tips and advice that that are something that I'm gonna keep and obviously follow his guidelines.
And also, man, in 2019, you actually won the UMA's Worldwide Award for International Artist of the Year. I have to ask you, how did it feel actually winning that award, man? Because like you said, man, you just started doing what you're doing, man, and you're a multiple award winner.
Like it's actually crazy. Like sometimes I still pinch myself because I'm like, if you think about it, like I didn't put music out officially on these digital platforms until like June 2019, and that award show happened in November. So it just shows you like if you believe in yourself and you actually produce good music, like people will actually support and vote for you.
And man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know the feeling, man. Winning your first trophy, man. It's a surreal moment, man. And then when you actually get it in front of you and you hold it, and you're just like, yo, man, ain't that some shit? And I actually did do it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And especially when like like being Asian, obviously, there's a lot of hate. Because like, oh, Asians don't belong here. It's not for you. But like it just shows them, like like you guys can say whatever you want. I'm just gonna do me, and at the end of the day, it's like I'm already proving you wrong. Like, what more can I? What else can I do? You know what I mean?
And speaking of an Asian hip hop artist, man, I don't know if you ever heard of the artist. He now goes by his actual name Russell, but he's formerly known as D Pride, man. I think he was from the Mississauga area.
Yeah, Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal artist, man. He by that what you actually said, how you get a lot of hate because you're Asian and whatnot, man. He said that a lot in his earlier music as well, man. And look at him now, dude. Signed to Mars Music Group, I think, for almost 10+ years now, man. Making loads of money, living in New York City. So fuck the haters, dude. Cause they're just jealous because you have something they don't, and that's fucking talent.
I mean, you have to say like, if they're hating you, you're doing something right.
That's a great way to summarize it
All
up.
that, then, I just let their hate motivate me. It's like, okay, yeah, you think I can't do it, but I'm gonna prove you wrong. I will do it.
And that's true, man. And that's what you got to do, man. A lot of these people will just fucking just try and pull you down to their level, man. But with talent like yours, man, you just got to surpass their level, man.
Straight, bro.
And also, man, November 30th, you actually dropped a single, Came From the Block. I have to ask you, man, what is the inspiration behind that amazing single? And of course, where can our listeners actually buy or stream themselves a copy?
Well, I'm on like every digital platform. All you gotta do is, type in LuckA and Came Off the Block or whichever single of mine you're looking for. The inspiration, it's basically an R&B trap song. So it's like I dedicated it to my old block, which is the cover of the single. So that's where I came from, Doris and Collingwood, back in Vancouver there. And it's just about my past, like the things that I used to do and how everything that led up to now.
And also, man, I noticed via Spotify that actually this year in 2020, you actually did a collaboration with an individual by the name of Starza on the song mentally, I have to ask you, man, how did yourself and Starza actually get connected? And of course, what was it like working with a talented individual like herself?
So she was an artist that sent in her music when I was DJing for Global Family, and then we connected. We became brother and sister, and it just happened when she was like, "Yo, like I got this crazy track, and like nobody wants to jump on it," and I was like, "Yo, I'll do it." And that came to that, and then after that, it was just a coincidence. It was like, "Yo, I happen to have a song I would like the female artist to jump on," and that was "If It's Not Love." She collabed with me on that, and it's actually dope. Like like being able to just work with artists that aren't from your city and like another country. Like you learn stuff that you didn't even know before.
And it's true, man. And also, like you said, you learn stuff that you haven't learned before, man. And the internet really opens doors for a lot of artists, man. It's weird. You can slide into anybody's DM that you want to work with, and potentially set something up. So that's actually really cool that yourself and Stars actually did some work together because you guys were perfect on that track together.
Thanks, bro. We we really put some time into that.
And another person that you actually worked with, man, is an individual by the name of Ashby, which I want to ask, man, how did yourself and Ashby get connected? And do you think you both are gonna do like a collaboration record? Because I think that would be phenomenal for both individuals.
I mean, I would love to. Like I said, I do have a feature with him on my own song called "Get Lines." It was actually like one of the first singles I dropped. I can guarantee you there'll be more music from us as far as an album. Like I would love to. I'm sure he'd be down if I talked to him, but it's always an idea that I'm willing to shoot him, and if both ends agree, I'm sure it'll happen.
Hey, well, Ashby,
And,
if you're listening to this, man, nudge, nudge, just make it happen.
No, like, I mean, I'm not sure if you heard his music, but like he's very well known as a underground artist in Cleveland. I mean, like he's done stuff with Bone Thugs and MGK, stuff like that.
Really, MGK. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge MGK fan. The only song that I've really actually gotten into was "Swing Life Away" because that was like a tribute song to my late great friend Tyler Walton. But other than MGK, man, I really haven't really got into much of his music. I'm not gonna take away from his talent because I can't rap or shit. So you know what I mean. I can't really talk, but I'm not a sort of super fan.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't like him. Like I give him credit. Like he definitely got skills.
And you know what he did? He did like freaking stand 10 toes up against fucking Eminem. So you know what I mean. If you have the balls to challenge Eminem, man, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When we're on the topic of that, man, who do you think actually won that rap battle? I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything like that, man. But in your opinion, remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's LuckA's opinion, not yours. So don't bombard him and rip his ass apart.
Personally, I liked M's comeback more. But that's just me. Like I've been an Eminem fan, so. This is not me saying like MGK Black, all that stuff. Like I do have MGK on my playlist. Don't get me wrong. He does have a couple good songs. Like I still support artists whether they beef or not. Like it's not my beef. So at the end of the day, if you ain't talking shit about my name, you're cool in my books. You know what I mean?
Oh, most definitely. See me. I grew up in the 90s, man, so I grew up on, like, Eminem. So, like, evidently, no matter what, in my mind, Eminem already won. You know what I mean? That's because it's your inner child being like, fuck that, Slim Shady.
Exactly, bro.
But no, man, jumping along, man, into the 2021, man, because you know what? You're still putting in all the stops, man, and it's stopping right in 2021, man. You actually have a debut album coming titled Walk With Me Chapter 1, man. I have to ask you, I know you can't probably let too many cats out of the bag pertaining to this up-and-coming release, but what can our listeners expect from this? And, of course, what's the estimated release date?
I'm aiming for April, like around 420, just so I can say, like, you guys are stoned. show love and bump the shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna be very different, like just sound wise, quality wise. I actually went and got a exclusive producer, all this stuff, and you know, I'm doing things with the album that I haven't done before, like you know, intros, outros, skits, stuff like that.
Hey, that's dope, man. You know what I mean? Bringing the skits back. Not a lot of individuals really do skits anymore, man. So I'm actually really excited to see what you're actually gonna do with that record, man.
Straight. No, it's definitely something that you know, I didn't think I would do myself, but an opportunity happened, and we put two minds together, and you know, at first I wanted it to sound like a certain way, but then now it's more like I'm giving them my own sound instead of like somebody that's similar on the radio or whatever like that. So, you know, it's definitely, I have to make a lot of switches and stuff, but, you know, the album's on the way, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it, and, you know, like, it's definitely going to be something that you guys ain't used to, because, like, you know, my old stuff has been a lot of R&B. Like, this album, I just completely want to keep it, like, straight bars, like, trap. There might be like one R&B song, if there's any singing, it just might be on a hook.
And I have to ask you, man, what is next for LuckA? You know, like, as we already know, you got a new release coming out in 2021. But what's next for you, man? Is there anything I missed during this interview? Anything else you still want to promote? While we still have you here live on the 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM airwaves?
We are working on a clothing line for each artist, and then, you know, each artist have either an album or an EP dropping, and then, you know, hopefully next year, if it's safe to travel, and, you know, they don't lock us up in a different country for 14 days, then we can start touring and doing shows.
And I gotta say, man, I'm looking forward to seeing the rise of LuckA, bro. You know what I mean? You were on the rise. You're putting in all gas, no brakes in 2020, man. I think come 2021, this is LuckA's year, man. I'm gonna say, this new coronavirus strand ain't gonna hold LuckA down, man. You're gonna fucking destroy everything,
no,
bro.
we won't go like that, no. Like, I would literally have to not be breathing to, you know, actually stop this music.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm actually so happy to actually see a Canadian artist stride and work so hard and accomplish the things you're doing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not a Canadian artist, but I'm a Canadian DJ. I'm on the other side of the hip hop thing, man. But you know, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Because you know what? You were putting out a great name there for our country of Canada.
Oh, straight, like, you know, I gotta show them that, like, not just Canadian mainstream artists can do it. Like, there's actually some sick ass underground cats too, you know. Like, don't just, oh yeah, Drake this or The Weeknd that. Like, check out some Canadian artists that are underground.
I'm gonna be honest, man. In my personal opinion, I don't even like Drake. You know, from what I heard, he lives in America, man. They can have him.
Yeah, like, you know, it's all overplayed stuff on the radio, anyways.
I think that's what it is, man. They play his music so much on FM radio that I'm like, yo, man, I can't stand this guy. And it's almost like they want us to hate him, but yet buy his records. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But so, LuckA, this is the time in the interview, brother, that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the Outlaw Radio FM airwaves. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. And, of course, man, your social media handles. That way listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything LuckA if they're not already doing so.
So first off, I want to shout out yourself and Outlaw Radio for the opportunity. Obviously, I got to give love and shout outs to the fans, because without them, I probably wouldn't be on the station today. I probably wouldn't have won all those awards and been discovered. Thirdly, I want to thank my crew, Booty Gang Stickers Records. As far as social media, it's LuckA Spades on Facebook, or you can add in my backup page, which is LuckA. I do have a fan page under LuckA. You just follow us on Booty Gang Music Group, Slickers Records. That's all Facebook. And then as far as IG, it's Luck_A_780. There's also Booty Gang Music Group and Slickers Records pages. And then as far as digital music outlets, just type in LuckA and it should pop up.
Most definitely. I gotta say, LuckA, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy evening and coming on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM, man. I'm really excited to see what's gonna transpire for you in 2021. But for now, man, I hope you had a great holidays, and of course, man, Happy New Year if we don't actually talk before then.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year, and once again, thanks for the interview, bro. I really appreciate it.
Hey, man, you're most certainly welcome. Like I said, man, gotta show love to Canadian hip-hop, man, you know what I mean? Gotta help put you even further, man. You're a talented artist, and that's what I do, bro. So thank you so much, and most definitely have yourself a wonderful night out there in Edmonton.
Yeah, you too. Happy holidays. Have a good New Year's. I'm sure we'll definitely be in touch.
Hey, man, most definitely. I'm only a DM away, brother. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Looking forward to the award show on the Thursday.
Hey, man, most definitely. It's going to be good, man. I got some good tricks up my sleeve, man. So it's going to be live in full effect, bro. So.
You know, I'm so used to, like, being a part of American award show. It's, like, finally nice to, like, Canada's probably, like, finally slowly recognizing the brother, you know?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to honor not only the underground but the legends as well, right? So a lot of people are pissed though, man. Unfortunately, because they're a little upset that they're getting mixed in with legends. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Just because there's legends in your category does not mean you lost the category. You know what I mean? I'm honoring both underground and legends. So people just gotta stay tuned. You don't even know what I got coming on, man.
I mean, when I seen Chaclair's name, I was like, oh, damn, like, you know, I'm up against Chaclair. I was like, damn, like, I used to listen to him, and now they're, like, nominating me in the same category or so.
Like I said, man, I'm trying to show love to every kind of like everyone, you know, independent, underground, and famous as well, right? And we cater to both underground and famous, so sometimes you just gotta mix the categories up. Too many people separate you guys, man. Honestly, these are the people that came before you, but you're also the future of hip-hop as well, man. So if you have that real rugged raw sound, you deserve to be in there with the legends, because you're still trying to keep that real hip-hop alive, just like the legends are.
Exactly, bro. You know?
Most definitely, man. I gotta say though, LuckA, have yourself a wonderful night, man, and we most definitely shall talk soon.
Yeah, you too, brother. Take care. Be safe.